Brandon here, and time for more Brandon's boy problems. So, I don't know what happened, but I somehow ended up being a cougar at only 31 years old. It's just the way things have been working out lately. It's not really been dating. I haven't really dated since my breakup. I've been single since officially September. We didn't really actually fully cut each other off until right before December. So it feels like I've only really been fully single since like December. So I've had January, February, now March to myself. I still haven't been on a single date. It's just not really anyone appealing where I am now. It's like I'm not in the city, but even in the city, like Philadelphia men just do not really ever do it for me. They never have. I don't think they ever will. I just rarely ever find anyone appealing there. It's just not my type of people. And lately, I guess it's just been easier getting with younger guys. It's like there's no strings attached. There's no, I don't know, there's just no preconceptions. It's just not, like, I guess it's what I want. Like, I don't think I'm ready to date again. I don't want to date again. I'm enjoying my freedom. I'm enjoying being on my own. I'm enjoying being able to do whatever I want. So I'm trying to, I guess, be more open-minded since I know I'm not looking for a relationship, but age has always really been like important to me with looking for a partner. Like, it might be because my parents are only 2 years apart, so I've always just thought of relationships should be close in age, and even all of my closest friends are close in age to me. Like, all my friends from high school and college were in the same grade as me, so I've always just gravitated towards and preferred people that are my own age. And as I get older, I mean, you're not just going to interact with people that are the same, were born within the same year as you. So it is more likely to come in contact with different people, because my best friend now is like 3 years younger than me. And I feel like in high school and college, I was never really interacting with people that much younger than me. But now as I'm older, it's like we're not grouped by grades anymore. So come in contact with way more people of different ages. So I just tend to end up with younger people, and I've just felt like, I don't know, I just really feel like guys that are older than me, I feel like guys when they're in their 30s are aging so fast. It's like guys like can look like 34 plus and they're already looking like uncles. I still feel like I'm young. I'm not ready to be an uncle. I still want to be the nephew. Like, I want to be vibrant and young and have fun, and maybe that is me gravitating towards younger men, but I'm just like, I do not ever want to be that old gay man that only dates men like half his age and is like a sugar daddy or cougar. It's like, I know for dating wise, I prefer men close to my age. I've only had 2 boyfriends ever, but the first one was only like a year and 2 months younger than me, and then my last boyfriend was 4 years, which is a big difference. So I've always felt like within 3 years is my ideal preference, but I feel like even with that, it's like you can't be too hung up on these restrictions, but you need to have like at least a decent range. So I feel like 5 years max is as much as I go, because I'm 31. So I feel like I'll date a guy as young as 26. I'll date a guy as old as 36. But right now I've just been so like open-minded and just been like whatever, because it's like there's so few options, especially since I have a specific type. I like big, beefy, brawny, butch, and bearded guys. So if you're like a big beefy top, like there's only so many of those in a certain area. So it's like way harder to find guys my type. So it's like I can't be too hung up on my restrictions if I'm just looking for a hookup, because then it's like I'm not gonna end up with anyone. And it's like I do want to hook up. I do enjoy meeting new people. I do enjoy chemistry and passion, and I feel like I've had that with lots of my recent hookups. So these guys have been like really young, like 19 to 23 young, and I feel like that is way too young for me. Like, even for hooking up, I used to just keep it within my age filters, like within 5 years. But now I've just been like, oh my god, what is happening to me? This is not like the path I want to go down. So I keep being like, okay, I'm gonna erase my filters and be like, I'm not going to message them. And even then, I feel like a lot of the times the younger guys that I have seen, it's like either I saw like they viewed me as like, oh, he's cute, and like I messaged him and I was like, oh shit, he is really young, or it was like I saw a cute guy and messaged him and then I realized like, yeah, he's young, but whatever. There's so few options. But I feel like since I do like big, huge, beefy guys, it is like they all kind of look the same. Like, even like the young ones look older, and then like I do feel like the older ones are starting to look too old for me though, but I don't know. It's just like a weird predicament to be in. Like, I'm trying to be open-minded, but I'm also trying to be like, this is not what I want my life to look like. I do not want to be the creepy one. Like, I feel like if my friend brought around a guy that was like 10 years younger, I'd be like creeped out. But it's like, I'm not bringing these guys around because I don't want to date them. They're just fun to hook up. But I do feel like when I was their age, I was not hooking up guys in their 30s. Well, I probably was. Yeah, I definitely was. But it wasn't like, I don't know. I only did it for like food and drinks and like something to do or blog about, but it wasn't like, I've never genuinely ever had interest in older men. Like, the only guy I've ever had feelings for that was older than me was 3 years older than me, and I was like in college. So even all the guys I had consistently dated in Atlanta were all younger than me by like anywhere from like a year to like 5 years. I just feel like in recent years I like to be the older one in the relationship, I guess. I mean, I do like to be in control or dominant and whatever, but I don't know. I do still want a man that's masculine and dominant and takes control, but I do feel like I usually date guys that are dumb, so I have to like think for both of us. And I don't want that necessarily, but I also kind of feel like I don't like an authoritative figure. Maybe that is my daddy issues, where it's just like, I don't want a man telling me what to do, and I don't want a man that's older than me thinking he's going to tell me what to do. Like, I do not want a man that's much older than me. I don't want a man that's my father's age. Like, I have a father in my life. I don't need another one. Like, I don't want to date a man. I've never been generally attracted to men that are much older than me. Even in my 20s, I wasn't even into guys in their 30s. Now I'm in my 30s and I still be like, oh my god, am I not into guys in their 30s anymore? Like, I'm only into guys in their 20s. Like, that is not who I want to be. That is not the future I want for myself. Like, I want a husband. I want a family. I want a life, but I want with a man that is ideally within 5 years of my age. I've just been in a phase right now since my breakup that I'm open-minded. So I'm having fun hooking up with guys that are way too young for me, but ideally I still know that my preference is men that are close to my age. I want and will only date a man that's at least within 5 years of my age. Otherwise, it is just fun. We can casually date, we can casually see each other, we can hook up, we can do whatever, friends with benefits. But if you're not within my ideal age preference, it's just not, I just don't see it for you. Even if I've had guys I was seeing that were like a little above my preference, but I still kind of was just like, it might be a mental block too. It's just kind of like, I just don't see it for you. Like, if a guy was like 38 and I'm like, well, this was like when I was like 30. Had like a sugar daddy, but like he said he was like really into me and he was like 38, but he just seemed so much older and had like old man energy. So I kind of just like, I don't like that. Like, I still want to be young and fun and do stuff. So it's like, I do want a man that's also like that, but I do want a man like that that's still within my ideal age preference. So if you're 26 and 36, between 26 and 36, hit me up if you're trying to date, even though I honestly am not really looking for a boyfriend yet anyway. So I'm just having fun, and as long as they are, well, over 18, but preferably at least 21 prefers, but whatever. So I'm just 18 out of high school, whatever. But that sounds gross. Like, I don't want a teenager. I want a man, but I still am enjoying my life and want a guy that is age appropriate for myself. So thanks for joining this episode of Brandon's Boy Problems.